Here's the thing about delusional thinking and how it's actually harmful. Delusional thinking typically discusses different types of lying or someone in their own little world, maybe having irrational thoughts or thinking patterns or habits. Now, a lot of spiritualists will say, well, you have to be a little bit of delulu in order for your manifestation to come true. Yes, and when it actually comes to the things that you manifested in life, you go boo. And here's where delusional thinking is troublesome, is when people lie about how those manifestations actually came to fruition. This is harmful because people actually want to know the authenticity of your story, not the lies that you tell them. In order to make oneself look better, a lot of people like to paint the narrative or picture that their life is so much better and easier than it actually is deep down inside. These manipulation tactics can really be used and harmful to people actually who may want to work with that person or that business or that company or whatever. Because then it shows Delulu thinking as lying is a good thing, in which case it is not. And that's why it's harder for people to actually work on their shame, be with it, process it, tell the truth of their story and their narrative rather than changing it as a lie. Because then it shows, wow, I'm vulnerable. I had to ask for help in these situations, these circumstances, and this situation, which there's no shame on the help game, y'all. But the thing of that becomes harmful then is that you don't actually put those people in your story. You don't give them credit where credit is due. The narrative is false and then it changes. So then people paint a picture that everything is okay and everything is all good, when really they might be screaming deep down inside that, wow, I had no idea that this is what this would be like. Then when people call them on their narrative and hold them accountable to it, people don't like that. Then they will want to shame, gaslight, manipulate that person, and then basically say that they're crazy and this isn't my life or your story. Pay attention to these manipulation tactics, especially when you see people on social media commenting on other people's posts and what they had to do in order to be where they are today. Because a lot of times people don't give credit where credit is due, boo, and they want to paint the narrative that's inside of their head. That's delusional thinking. So here's the thing. People would rather be sick than sane, and that is exactly why we have to do our shame work. People want to know the vulnerability and the authenticity of your story, and with Pluto retrograde, people are going to be exposed with this. So right now during this time, pay attention to those snakes. People will get exposed, and pay attention to Delulu thinking where it turns out to be lies. I love you. Stay shameless, boo.